Hey everybody. So last time we got I got the speech color changing and counting the total, right? So if I just come in here and I go blue, then I get an increment on the total. It's green. It, it's green. Total, it's green. Green, right? So basically, I get a total on that. And so what I was kind of hoping today would be to, if it finds a match, to increment the match. So and also I did want to mention that I when I was rewatching my video, I noticed that this here I believe was like this total, and then I noticed it, and so I fixed that. But I didn't want to like kind of like I really hate it whenever I'm watching a tutorial and there's like code that's doing something weird, and then like the next video or a few frames later, that code is just magically changed. I just think that's annoying. So I didn't want to do that in this code. If I make a change, I do like to mention it. But anyways, so I think what I need to do next is like kind of get like Aqua to update, or all of these guys to update. And so if I mentioned there, I have this dictionary, and the dictionary basically is a lookup. So I probably should console log that. So right now I'm console logging the colors and the color, and I'm gonna console log dict. All right, so let's see, did it reload? I don't know. Blue. Let's see, what did we get? Yeah. So here's our dictionary. Basically, it just has a name and values right there. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to add the color to our dictionary. So I'm going to say dict, and then actually, yeah, that should. So this is technically fine. Um, the thing is it will actually create new colors in our dictionary, but we don't have any code that actually shows everything in the dictionary. Our code shows everything in there. But probably technically I should. Um, I probably should add that equals +1. Technically, I should probably check to see if the color exists on our list before we do this. But let's see, aqua. Okay, so blue. Okay, so you notice, so that's interesting. So it's showing the update after on the next one, right? So green. So now if we go down to green, it doesn't have a thing. But if I click this, gold. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I think it's because there was an uncaught exception. Gold. Let's see now. Oh, so green did not update that time. Um, aqua. And then when I click it, aqua came again. And now we have another error. Um, but so it is doing it a little late. Let's see, when do we redraw the? So we make a call. I'm assuming we call the way I'm getting it to update is by calling set table. Control F. So okay. So I'm calling the set table after the right after I do the update. So probably better to move that down to here after I update the dictionary. So basically, I was calling it after the total gets updated, but before the dictionary gets updated. So aqua. And I actually like that better because I thought it was updating the total. It was updating the total before I even put the command in. Right. So let's see. Coral. Okay. Now I'll try one that doesn't exist. Let's see. Did Coral didn't update though. Dodger blue. Okay, so that's interesting. So Coral is not updating. Let's just try Aqua again. Aqua. So Aqua did. Coral. Now That is so interesting. I wonder why Coral isn't working. I wonder if it's because of the uppercase. That is exactly what it is. So let's take the color and no. Oh, so I only update it. I only move it to lowercase if if it goes through that process. So now basically I'll do all. So aqua, coral. Yeah, there we go. So basically uppercase coral and lowercase coral are different. I thought I was console logging everything, the dict. So I wonder why I'm not seeing that. Let's see. I'm just going to put output, aqua. So I don't know. Let me just out. Okay. So the problem was that that so I'm gonna was that I don't know. It was getting lost. The output was somewhere, and then it was getting probably behind this confidence or something. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this code just for a second, so I can show you what I was talking about. So aqua, oh, aqua, that works. Coral. So coral's uppercase. So when we open this up, see we have another coral, and it's not a number because it didn't work. Because this didn't work. So, which is fine for the moment. I mean, obviously, this is just proof of concept code, so I'm not that worried about that. Obviously, we wouldn't even want to put anything in here if it didn't exist. But I do think this is pretty good because to me, this is like kind of proves that you could make a very rudimentary or this is a very rudimentary like inventory counter or something like that, right? So you can say, hey, like I'm gonna look at all the spray paints, and I'm gonna every time I see a spray paint, I'm gonna say the color of it. And if you had the list or whatever, then you could just be like saying it, and you don't have to type it in with your words. So with this one, like right now, the way this works is you have to click, so that would kind of defeat the purpose. Well, but even clicking is not too bad. You go click, and then like you don't have to scroll and go find what you're looking for and click a little plus button or something like that. You just say the name, and um, it goes and then it increments the value. So I do think that that's pretty cool, and I think I've okay. So yeah, I think I'm good on like more sort of being able to work with the code, and not so great on like I feel like I've pulled ahead. Like I can do a little bit more work, but I'm not so great at like really understanding what's going on. I'm still very curious about this event result. What all is in there? Um, let's see. So let's just do this. Where's the output? I'm just gonna do that. Control just because I have extra time. Aqua. So this is the event result, and if we click in, we see more stuff in here. Confidence. So there isn't as much in here as I thought there would be. Oh no, here it is. Confidence, so transcript. Um, so basically, that's just. I guess that's being inherited, so that makes sense. And they even have a couple of getters in there. So really, I guess all that comes in there is the confidence in the transcript, in the speech, and this is speech recognition alternative. So what do we use over here? Result 00 confidence, and we get the color. So I guess I'm out of time. I think it is now time to if I want to make anything that's a little more interesting, I need to um, get involved. I need to probably work in some sort of framework, and I'm most comfortable in Angular. So I think it is time to actually start doing some of this stuff in Angular, um, and because what I would like is to be able to sort of create like sort of an inventory. It's not really an inventory, but like in my current job that I work at, I kind of start the night and the company gives me some money. I deliver pizzas, and so they give me some money, and then and that's my bank, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then every time I take a delivery, usually almost all of them are on credit cards, and normally the tip is in the credit card. And so at the end of the night, what happens is you just sort of get this blob of information thrown at you, and trying to figure out if you're getting the correct amount of money and all that other stuff is a bit tricky. But when you're trying to go through the evening and work, you really don't have time between runs and all that to sort of annotate everything and note it all down. So it'd be nice to be able to just be able to like push a button and tell it, like bank, and then it creates a little bank entry for you, and then you tell it a number like $10, and then you go on a run and you say, uh, tip, and then or order, and then you tell it what the order number is, and then you say tip, and then you tell it what the tip was, and then another thing is like sometimes people pay cash, so at the end of the night we need to give the cash back to the you need to give the cash back to the company, right? So you're like, so if you get a cash one, then you could say, cash, and then tell it how much cash there is, and then tip, and you tell it what the tip was, and then at the end of the night, you'll have a pretty good understanding. You should have a solid understanding of exactly what is owed, what you owe, or what is owed to you, and it doesn't. I guess it wouldn't take into account mileage, but I think that would make me feel a lot more comfortable if I could just look down at my device and just scroll through and see a nice little listing of all the values. Um, so I think that would be really cool. I think there's tons and tons of other applications for something like this. Like let's say you're just like you were someone that counts the cars coming off of a truck, or you're doing the inventory at the end of the night of something, and you're like whatever dough for medium dough 15, and then you could do that. But the one thing is it has to be quiet, So, anyways, that's that. I went a little long. Sorry about that, everybody. Happy coding. Bye.